This is a Rough Tiger production.
And you, and you, and you, and you were there. Some of it wasn't very nice, but most of it was beautiful.
Ladies, hello.
Gentlemen, hello. Uh, everyone, welcome aboard to Dream Idiots. This is episode 60. My name is Morris. The giggling chucklemeister in the background there is Bryan, my co-host.
Hola.
Yeah, we are here to tell each other and you stories every week here on Dream Idiots.
Yes, indeed. We are back again. How are things in your neighborhood?
Cold, but the
Cold?
snow is melted off. Things are starting to return. Robins are feasting in the trees. It's nice up here in my little corner of Colorado. You
Nice.
can find us at all kinds of places here at Dream Idiots. I'm guessing that we're still up and running on certain things there, Bryan.
We are indeed. You can find us if you go to just dreamidiots.com, you can see the whole list of episodes. You can look at merchandise if you're at all inclined. We're at this point, we're on every single podcast platform. So if you're listening to us, you already know that, but we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Amazon and basically all of them. And if you don't mind, get a chance, go on there and shoot us a review and a 5 stars. Go in there and tell the world how your life had no meaning until you met Morris and I in this lovely podcast. That would be greatly appreciated. And share and post and do those things. That'd be great. The audience keeps growing, so that's a good thing.
And you might have noticed, listeners, that I didn't ask Bryan how he was doing and where he was, how things were down there, because I just left there and it's probably hotter than balls. And I'm guessing it's getting sweaty and nasty and all kinds of
Yes,
summery in San Antonio.
Yes, well into the 80s. I'll actually probably go for a swim tomorrow morning.
Oh my goodness!
Because it's I think it's got to be close to 90 degrees. God bless Texas.
Bryan, do we have any updates on anything? Looks like Mr. Murdaugh is going to jail for a very long
Good
time.
old Alex Murdoch. There are now I think 2 different podcasts that I've seen, and at least one series on maybe Hulu about Alex Murdoch, that lovely, delightful South Carolina attorney who's now been found guilty of murdering his wife and son and stealing all kinds of money, and he's going to go be a guest of the state of South Carolina for the rest of his life. It's a guy who didn't really think things through.
And I think it was you I was texting with about the Alex Murdaugh story, starring Gary Busey as Alex Murdaugh.
Yeah, what an absolute crackpot.
This is an even numbered episode, which means I get to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And this is episode 60. And in the time that we've been recording, Bryan, as you know, my mother passed away last week. And I was down in San Antonio when she passed. That's why I was down there. And this episode is actually going to drop on what would have been her 82nd birthday on Tuesday,
Oh, wow. Okay.
March 14th.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, so and because it is going to be her birthday the day this drops, or would have been her birthday, I'm going to dedicate this episode to her because it has to do with something that also starts Tuesday, Bryan, and that is the greatest sporting event left unsullied by corruption and money, March Madness, the men's college basketball tournament. So you know what that means, Bryan. You know what this episode is.
Oh, no.
It's the college quiz, or the college game, I think as you're calling it. The third
March
edition.
Madness edition. Okay.
Yeah, and so, folks, if you've been unfortunate enough not to have heard one of these previous episodes, I'm going to give Bryan 10 little sentences here. He has to complete with a rhyming phrase that reflects the college or university name, the college or university mascot, or the city where the college or university is located. I'll run through my 3 quick examples. And again, no offense meant to anybody, and it's just the rhyme scheme. Bryan, if you're if you're a student in Michigan and you're in bad need of a haircut because you're shaggy and woolly, you need to go visit the blank at blank blank.
Barber in Ann Arbor.
That's right.
Okay.
And the question I always get for number 2, if you're at Washington and haven't had a proper bath in a while, you might smell like a musky husky.
Right.
That one. And finally, if you attend a private Christian university in Malibu, California, and you're exceptionally attractive, you might be looking fine at Pepperdine. So that's the kind of immature nonsense that we're looking for in these answers. As usual, Bryan, there's 3 rounds: an easy round of 3 questions, a medium round of 4 questions, and a hard round of 3 more questions. If you get
and you actually warned me this was coming, and I didn't study. Damn it.
It's okay. This one's the easiest one I've written yet. And if you get 7 of 10 right, Bryan, you win. If you do not get 7 or 10, you lose. And of course, the results are the same. You have to play this again at some point, whether you win or lose. So,
right, okay.
And then of course, if you get to 6 correct questions, and you've run out of your 10, but if you do get to 6, I will give you the 11th question to try to get to that number 7. Because have you ever won this? You have not won the first 2, have you? I don't think you have. Have you? I don't know if you have.
I know. I think I got at most. Well, I may have gotten 6 once, but I don't know. Okay. So yeah, maybe 500.
Bryan, are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. Round 1, Bryan. Easy level. Bryan, your parents named you after their favorite British prime minister, and now you attend an Ivy League university in New Jersey. Your family calls you blank at blank.
This is the easy one? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Blank.
Parents named you after their favorite British prime minister, and now you attend an Ivy League university in New Jersey. Your family calls you blank at blank.
Well, Princeton. I can't think of a. Oh, Winston at Princeton.
Winston at Princeton. Very good.
There we go. Okay.
See? That's 1, Bryan. Very good.
Okay.
Number 2. As an Ivy League college student, you live off purchases from the day-old bread store in New Haven, Connecticut. You know what a day-old bread store is, right, Bryan?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Okay. So you live off these purchases from the day-old bread store in New Haven, Connecticut. Uh-huh. Your bagels are blank at blank.
Blank at blank. So Dartmouth.
That's not New Haven, Connecticut.
It is.
No. I'll be happy to report that.
What?
Go ahead. No, if you have it, go.
Stale at Yale.
Stale at Yale. Very good.
And these are the fucking easy ones. Great. I'm doomed.
Yes. We're going to swing away from the Ivy League in the final question of the easy round. And you are too. In fact, let me put little check marks here, Bryan.
Okay. Keep track.
Check mark. That's right. The final easy level question. It is a stupid game. Bryan, you're a young lady from Scotland, and you attend Florida State University. That makes you a blank blank.
Say it again.
You're a young lady from Scotland, and you attend Florida State University. That makes you a blank blank.
Oh shit. Blank blank. So something Seminole. All right. Florida State Seminoles.
Well, yeah, that's the mascot. Sure.
Blank.
But it may not be the mascot you're looking for. He's doing the map of Florida in his head, trying to figure out where Florida State University is located.
Yeah, I'm stumped. I don't know.
That makes you a blank blank.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call a young Scottish lady from a young lady from Scotland?
I don't know what.
Well, if she
A
attended
Scotch
If she attended Florida State University, she'd be a Tallahassee lassie, Brian.
Tallahassee. Okay, 2 for 3.
2 or 3. The medium level, Brian.
Uh-oh.
You can't play in the tournament this year for your college basketball team from New Orleans because you suffered an ankle blank at blank.
Ankle strain at Tulane.
Very good. I put ankle
Okay.
sprain, but I will take. That's
Okay.
very good. I will take strain.
Okay.
That's three for 4. Round 2, question 5 overall. You're a UCLA student and you're getting madder and madder. You're a blank blank.
Getting madder and cruising brewing, steaming brewing,
Oh, you're on the right track.
getting madder and madder. Huh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Huh.
I will find you. A blank, 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 blank. Matter and
You're a blank blank. You're getting madder and madder.
da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't know.
You're a stewing brewing.
Stewing. Okay.
Yeah, stupid
I'm
game.
not.
Yeah.
if,
Two
if
and
you're
two.
if you're stewing, are you mad? I don't know. I quibble with your word choice there.
Well, you can quibble with this.
He just flicked me off, folks.
Brian, you have finally gotten around to losing your freshman 15 at TCU.
Okay.
You've shrank your blank in blank blank. Where's that
Blank.
shrunk?
Shrank your blank in blank blank. TCU. Shrank your gut in Fort Worth. No, it's Fort Worth. No.
Mm-hmm. Fort Worth. You've lost that old freshman 15. You've slimmed down. You've shrank or shrunk your blank in Fort Worth.
Hmm. Such podcasting professionals as we include dead air. Blank.
Well, he was staring off to his left, but now he's staring straight up.
Oh shit! I don't know. I don't know. I'm stumped.
Your girth in Fort Worth.
Girth. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah.
Woo.
I hate you. Three and
Brian,
three.
you're an absolute lunatic student running around causing all kinds of chaos at Oregon. You might be called a blank blank. A lunatic student running around causing all kinds of chaos at Oregon. You might be called a blank blank.
A duck amuck.
Oh, he gets it. Woo, very good. 3 and 3. And now we move on to the is it 3 and 3? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's 4 and 3. That was the first hard one.
Oh, that's 4 and 3. Yeah, you're right. No, that was the
God
last of the
damn it.
medium. That's the last of the medium ones. Now we start the hard level. Brian, you've been caught fibbing at Providence. That
Oh
makes
shit.
you a blank blank. Providence. Providence.
Caught fibbing. Caught fib.
Providence.
Is Providence? Hmm.
You can get this. I know you can.
Fuck, which school's in Providence?
Well,
Say,
don't
say it one more.
forget,
Say it one, one more
you've been
time.
caught fibbing at Providence.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you a blank blank. It's another word for a fibber.
Liar. Um, Liar in Rhode Island. I don't know. I give up.
Where's it makes you a friar liar. The
Oh,
Providence Friars.
I wasn't gonna. I forgot they were the Friars. I wasn't gonna get that.
Okay. I'm gonna do the I don't know which way order to do these in. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. Your private school in Hamden, Connecticut
Oh, I give up already.
is
Damn
no. You can't give up already. Do not do this.
Yeah.
The private school in Hamden, Connecticut is known for its polling institute. It's polling institute. And you're absolutely crazy for it. You're a blank at blank. And this is courtesy of my son Daniel came up with this one.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Polling institute. A polling institute. We always hear about the polls from this university.
in Camden, Connecticut.
Hamden.
Hamden.
Hamden. Hamden, Connecticut.
Hamden. It's okay. Hamden. So read the whole thing again.
Your private school in Hamden, Connecticut is known for its polling institute. And you're absolutely crazy for it. You're a blank at blank.
Hmm. Frisky. Horny for no. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, let's put a pin in this one and go to the next question. Bryan, you attend a Jesuit university in Omaha, Nebraska, and you really dislike your classes this semester. You're blank at blank.
A Jesuit university.
This one comes courtesy of my son Will. This particular one. We have a lot of these alumni out this way at this particular university in Omaha, Nebraska.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'll give you their mascot.
Okay.
They're the Blue Jays.
Blue Jay. Making my brain hurt. Blue
Jesuit,
Jesuits.
Jesuit University, Omaha, Nebraska. You're the Blue Jays. And
Uh-huh.
you're really disliking your classes there this semester. You're blank at blank.
I have no idea.
You're
Those last
hating
two.
it. You're hating it, Creighton.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't have not shot nail. I was going to get that.
Let's go back to that private school in Hamden, Connecticut. What's another word for a crazy person, right? This might help you get it.
A crazy person, a psychopath, a nut job, lunatic, Republican.
Psychopath? No, not all those. You might see them on the dance floor, dancing like they've never danced before. She's a
super freak.
No.
I don't know. Just give it to me. I give up.
Your private school in Hamden, Connecticut is known for its polling institute, and you're absolutely crazy for it. You're a maniac at Quinnipiac.
God, fuck you.
Well, do you want to hear the lifeline question?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll try.
You attend St. Mary's College of California,
Mm-hmm.
not the one that we know down in Texas, but St. Mary's College of California, and you're a vegetarian. You're a blank eating blank. Ryan, this may be your worst outing yet, my friend.
I got 4 right according to
You
my
got
notes.
4 right. You did 4. Yeah. 4.
You're blank eating blank. St. Mary's.
St. Mary's College of California, and you're vegetarian. You're a blank eating blank.
Bean eating, no. Veggie, no. They're the fighting veggies. No, I don't know.
You're a Gale eating kale.
Okay.
And 2 more
Damn
just to clear out the clearinghouse of questions here, so I can start afresh for the next time we do this to you, Bryan.
Okay.
You really like your small private liberal arts university you attend in San Antonio, Texas. You've got a blank for blank.
Shit for brains. No.
Well, one could argue that given.
Right. Tiger. Well, obviously it's Tiger something.
Or no. Could be the school name.
So Trinity.
You really like this place. You've got a special feeling about it. You've got a
Serenity at Trinity. No.
Oh, that's good. I'll take that. I was looking for affinity at Trinity.
Okay.
Or affinity for Trinity. And finally, and I don't know if they actually have a team here, but I could not, there's no way I can do this one. You play for the basketball team at one of the Seven Sisters located in Poughkeepsie, New York. You're great. In fact, you're the all-time leader in assists. You're the best blank at blank.
Oh, God, okay, no clue.
Well, what does an assist leader do on a basketball team?
Pass the ball.
So you're the
guard.
best. You're the best.
Best passer.
At
Vassar.
Yes. And there you go, Bryan. You failed miserably, but rest assured you'll have a chance to utterly and completely fail again at some point in the future.
Okay, good.
With the college rhyming game,
something to aspire to. So yes. Great. I'm 0 for was that the third one?
That's the third one, yeah.
So, yeah, great. So
it was the third one, but it feels like the 10th one. So
yes, I'm 0 for 3. Okay, good.
We start getting hate mail from all these people who actually went to these schools. Can't believe you didn't get Creighton right.
And it's pronounced Creighton. It's not Crichton. Okay. Fuckers. All right.
Time to torture me now. What's the let's hear it. What is it?
Well, we're gonna bump the curse word of the week to the very end. Which and why that's the case will become evident.
I'm angered and confused by this move on your part, Bryan.
Change confuses and infuriates me, right? So we're going to dive back into a number of weeks ago, I tortured you with foreign expressions in an episode we called Dream Idioms. We're going to dive back into more idioms this week. And what I didn't fully appreciate until I was putting this together, that the curse word actually is an idiom as well. And really, it's kind of my favorite one of the week. So I'm just saving it to the very end. So the reason I started diving into this was, and I think you and I talked about this maybe in the last podcast or maybe offline. One of the things that I just loved was I'm not sure whether he wrote about this or whether it's just in a recording, but there's a David Sedaris recording. I remember hearing his voice talk about being in Australia and friends of his in Australia proclaiming they're at a restaurant, and one of them yells out, "I'm shouting lunch," and basically saying that they're treating, they're buying lunch. And I just I love that expression. It's like, man, we need it. That's something that needs to be co-opted now. That's just a fabulous expression that we need to use and use here. I just love regionalisms like that, or things that are sort of clever or funny. So we're going to dive into a few more things that are kind of across the globe. Some of these I will actually attempt to pronounce in the original language. Some of them I will not even try. For instance, anything that's in French, I won't even, because I just don't I don't have the brain for French, but you can attempt to guess on some of these. We are actually starting back here with French. So this French expression, the literal translation from the French is "I have other cats to whip."
I got other shit to do. I got other
Yeah,
irons in the
yeah,
fire. I've got
yeah.
other.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yep. Wait, why it would be cats versus anything else? I don't really know, but it's just something that is French. This is
I
a
don't know. It's something that's French.
something that's French. Just say who the hell knows who came up with this. This is a Portuguese expression. Literal translation is he who doesn't have a dog hunts with a cat.
Make do with what you have.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely spot on. This one is also Portuguese. Literal translation is take your little horse away from the rain.
Take your little horse away from the rain. Um, uh, well, if it's a little horse, it might be in danger of drowning because of a flood. So I, I'm floundering here. I have no idea.
It's basically not going to happen. Don't hold your breath.
Okay.
So yeah, again, a horse. Who knows? Also, Portuguese literal translation: to have little monkeys inside your head.
Oh, that's got to be like you're just your head is just full of nonsense and you're just
Yeah,
constantly trying to
yeah,
corral those monkeys so you can concentrate and think and
yeah. Just
basically how I live my life. So
right. To be crazy, absolutely. This one also Portuguese baranta tanta. Literal literal translation: look like a silly cockroach.
look like a silly cockroach. That means
Mm-hmm.
you're, I don't know, flailing about. Um, I have no idea.
Basically, if you're clumsy.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I mean, when I think clumsy, I don't. We first go to cockroach, but whatever. So a couple of these now are in Spanish, which I know you know at least a little bit of Spanish. So here we go in Spanish. Gato con guantes no caza ratones. Literal translation: a cat in gloves catches no mice.
If you have a weapon, use it. Don't sit back and uh, hide your claws.
Yeah,
Use what you
basically,
got.
kind of. Nice guys finish last. Basically. Also Spanish. Se me fui el avión. The airplane got away from me.
I lost control of the situation. I I aired badly.
I mean, it's actually even simpler than that. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I spaced it. The airplane got away from me. Actually, I kind of like that one. Next one, also Spain. Mucho ruido y pocos nueces. A lot of noise and no walnuts.
All hat, no cattle, all fart, no shit, all
Yeah,
thunder, no rain, all yeah.
all talk, no action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next one is eres bien codo. Literal translation is you are very elbow, which that's a literal translation that is grammatically incorrect, but
You're pushy,
whatever.
you're grating, you're pushy, you're obnoxious, you're
See that's what I thought. That would actually make more sense. The actual what it actually means is that you're tight. You're tightwad. You're cheap. You're whatever miserly. Like okay,
oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, interesting.
whatever. So back to French. No, we did that one already. Next one is fairly straightforward. The carrots are cooked.
The eggs have been broken, the carrots are
Right.
cooked, the horse is out of the barn.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Also French. To give one's tongue to the cat.
Well, wow, there's a lot of ways you could go with this, but to give one's tongue to the cat, to speak on behalf of someone who doesn't need it, or
Yeah,
to
it means basically just kind of the French spin on "cat got your tongue." So
okay.
So I can't guess. Tell me I don't know. Tell me the answer. Like I was just doing with your fucking game. Also French, to have mustard, to have mustard going up their nose.
To be to make to look foolish, or make look like a fool, or
No, if it's losing your temper. So in Paris, if you lose if you're pissed off because the price of whatever your local bakery is out of baguettes, you might have mustard going up your nose. I don't know. A couple more from Italy, and only Italians would come up with this. To have one's eyes lined with ham. I'm not going to try to say it in Italian, but it does include the word prosciutto.
um to be blindfolded, to be ignorant of the situation, to be, I mean, trying to see through ham, to be
Right. It's you can't see the obvious, can't see what's right in front of your face, right?
okay, okay.
Because you're looking through a meat, right? Right. Also, Italian literal translation: jump ditches the long way.
To go about things the hard way, to take the long road round, to
Yeah, it's
make your job harder on yourself than it should.
well, it's someone who's proclaiming me back in back in our days. I had to walk to school uphill both ways.
Okay.
It's right. In my day, we jumped ditches the long way. Right. It's that nonsense. This is also from Italy. Literal translation: to treat you with fish in your face.
Well, that's to slap you indignantly, to be rude on
Right.
the face of
Yeah.
it, to be
Just be
rude from the
slapped in the face.
get-go.
Right. Right. So some of these are obvious, but they're just they're it's the phrasing of it's just a little more, I don't know, clunky or something. Also Italian, drunk as a monkey. That's sort of
Well,
obvious.
drunk as a
Extremely drunk.
skunk. Yeah.
Right. A couple in German. Als German is such an awful language. Aus einer Mucke einem Elefante machen. An elephant,
Your elephant machine.
an elephant made out of a fly is the literal translation. An elephant made out of a fly.
What does that mean?
It's mountain out of molehill, making a
Oh,
big.
okay.
So right. Yeah, same basic thing. Also German. Ich glaube mein Schwein pfifft, or pfeift rather.
My pig is something. Right? My pig is
literal,
tired. My pig is
literal translation. I think my pig whistles. But what it actually means is it's incredulity. I can't believe it. It's like I think my pig, again. So
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's related to any of the. You see a lot of pubs that are the pig and whistle. I wonder if that's got some kind of.
Oh, do you? Oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. That will do, pigs. That will do.
Nothing bad happened. Another German one. Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei. Everything has one end, only the sausage has two. It's like I'm reading this literal translation. That's like overly literal. Everything has one end, only the sausage has two. Yeah, thanks, Germany. So what it means is everything comes to an end, basically.
All right.
But using sausage.
Mein Sauerbraten ist kaputt. Okay, I got you. All right.
And along the same lines, there is I won't even try to say this word in German because I don't think I can get it out. The literal translation is she's playing the insulted sausage. Don't worry, it's
She's
not.
playing the injured party. She's
Right. She's in a huff. Right.
okay. Yeah.
She's
She
irritated.
protests too much.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Auf einem Beichtstedt man nicht gut.
Nothing is good. Nothing is good. Read it
Yeah.
again.
Auf einem Bein steht man nicht gut. So not good. It says the literal translation is there is no standing on one leg. It's like that's not the literal translation of that, because nicht gut is not good. So I don't know, but it basically means it is you need to have two. You have to have at least two drinks to have a good time. So
Okay.
this doesn't one of those things where it doesn't quite compute.
Wasn't there one that had to do with "You want to watch me lean over" or something like that we had last time, and it was a drinking
Oh
one?
yeah, it could be. I think there are tons
Yeah.
of drinking ones. Right. So Mandarin Chinese literal translation: playing an instrument to a cow.
You're trying to explain a card game to a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Deaf ears. Another Mandarin literal translation: drawing a snake with feet.
Well, it sounds like that one that had to do with chicken's feet and last from or chickens. Anyway, no, what does it mean?
So if you're drawing a snake with feet, you are being long-winded. You're telling you're
Oh,
offering up
okay.
way too many details,
So when
some of those jokes that you and I occasionally like that are funnier when you draw them out and draw them out and draw them out and draw them right.
so
Uh,
the Norm Macdonald joke
yes.
telling. Okay.
Right.
So when you were playing for the cow, when you're playing music for the cow, was it the Moonlight Sonata? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, not funny. Another Mandarin one, literal translation is obvious: to fish in troubled waters. Yeah, like bridge over troubled waters.
Okay.
Same. To benefit from someone else's crisis, basically is what
Okay.
that means.
Oh, that's what.
And
So to benefit from. So what's our version of it? That's a good one. To benefit
what's a
from
good sort
someone
of
else's trouble. To
mm,
I no,
yeah,
that's an interesting turn of phrase.
yeah, if it feels like there is one or two things along those lines. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. So last time I feel like I had this one in the last episode. I did not go back and look because this one came up again somewhere else in the world. I think I mentioned last time the expression sliding in on a shrimp sandwich,
Yeah, and you were
which
deciding if it was Swedish or Australian or
yeah. So
yeah.
I found that one again as sliding in on a prawn sandwich. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, so that's got to be Aussie, New Zealand,
Mhm.
having an easy time or having an easy life. Along the same lines, Canadians apparently have the expression shagging the dog.
Um. Well, you hear about shaggy dog stories. So is it something like you're making a mess of it? You're
No, it's actually kind of, well, not really the opposite. If you're shagging the dog, you're having an easy day. You're having
oh, okay.
your buddies are out working in the heat, and you have the job in the AC today or something like that. So it's an easy day. You're shagging the dog. Man, that one I actually kind of like.
It's kind of
Um,
gross.
yeah. This one I think is also Aussie. Um, fucking a spider. We're not here to fuck a spider. I can't do an Aussie accent. We're not here to fuck a spider.
So
That's it.
you're not there to do something impossible. You're there to do something easy that you should be able to get done.
Not quite. It's we're not here to fuck
Unless
around.
it's a big
Basically,
spider. Okay, all right.
we're not here to do something that's it's a waste of time. But so not fucking spiders. Um, and
And
then
given
this
that Australia has the unbelievably amount of deadly creatures, is that something you would really want to do in Australia too? Is try to
yeah, that's where they have those spiders that are the size of a manhole cover, right? What are those things called?
spider
That are the
fucker? I don't
that
know.
are They have, I think, a fairly famous name. Well, there's fucking dreadful. Yeah, no thanks.
They look like you should have a hobbit all wrapped up in a
Yeah,
in a web somewhere.
yeah, stealing children. Um, and so also Swedish that I don't think I included last one. It was one of the favorite ones I had found, but I did not include last time. Swedish expression: taking a shit in the blue cabinet. You're just taking a shit in the you're just taking a shit in the blue cabinet.
It's a Doctor Who reference, and no, I don't know what it means. You're just full of crap. You're making it up as you go
No,
along.
so
You're
so the I love that someone knows the origin of this. So for I judge for maybe even hundreds of years, getting indigo, getting blue ink to use in anything, for clothing, for paint, for was a difficult, cumbersome, expensive process. And so you didn't use, you kind of saved this stuff and didn't use it very much. And so apparently it was fairly common that if you used any of this blue paint because it was expensive, you would have one nice piece of furniture that was painted in this Prussian blue paint.
wow.
So it was like your nicest piece of furniture, and it would be sort of a centerpiece, or in a central, like an entryway. It'd be the blue cabinet. And so if you're taking a shit in the blue cabinet, you're being wasteful, you're being destructive to something that's valuable.
Okay.
But that's the origin of it. I was just like, wow, that's a fabulous turn of phrase.
All right. Gotcha.
So
Like it's why we don't eat off the good china
yes, yeah, yeah, right, right, yeah,
with takeout food. Okay.
yeah, yeah. You're just shitting in the blue cabinet. Yeah, pretty good. And here at the very, very end, I will offer for you now.
It's time for the Dream Idiot's curse word of the week.
So the curse word this week comes to us from Victorian England, and it is the expression "last shake of the bag," as in Jack O'Lantern, shake o' the bag.
Okay. Well, there's a number of ways you could go with this, but clearly it's got to do with shake and bake. I can hit. I can hit. Uh, I'm guessing bag is probably scrotal in nature, and that's as far as I get. So
You are correct. Last shake of the bag. I am technically last shake of the bag. Prince Harry's last shake of the bag. The last shake of the bag is your youngest child.
uh bang bang fizzle pop.
Yes,
Gotcha.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So definitely an expression that I don't know. I think should come back into common usage. I think that's just fabulous.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault that well, actually, I guess Eric Trump isn't the last shake of the bag,
Tiffany,
right?
I guess Tiffany is. Well, no, no, Baron, the
Oh,
whether the
okay.
13-year-old or ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, we don't pick on kids here on Dream Idiots, so we'll leave him alone.
Well, unless
But
your name's Trump, I'm happy to. Right.
yeah, okay. So it's kind of like you're at the end of the line, the
Mm-hmm.
last two raw from the parade. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
you're the last and probably roughest photocopy, right? Right. So there you have it. If you
Okay.
do have, I will put out there, because I'm collecting more of these to put into an episode down the road. And so if you're listening to this and you have a family expression or a term like John that's used in the Philly area, or actually you told the story, God, episode 2 or 3, getting what Lauderstein got was
Oh yeah.
was just a family expression that is amusing or random, or something that you would like to see gain in popularity. You can email us at dreamidiots.podcast at gmail. I'm going to collect some more of those and use them down
It,
the
it
road.
it's weird that you mentioned John because I think I sent you that picture of the is it the Christian McBride album that just came out? Um, he's a jazz artist, and the that album cover where he calls it a Christian McBride
Oh yeah, yeah,
John
yeah. Uh-huh,
on the front, and then I just saw another one that is which I will send to you now.
uh-huh.
which is just another example of how you hear a word and
And
then
suddenly it's
suddenly
everywhere.
I just sent it to you. It's a Summer of Soul album that just came out from Questlove, and it's called A Questlove John. I just sent it to you. How this word just suddenly shows up
Oh yeah.
everywhere in your limited I guess in our case it's just the breaking through the white guy's early 50s bubble, but all of a sudden that word is everywhere. So
That's so weird. So I mean, I assume both McBride and Questlove must be from the have some connection to the Philly area. I don't know.
I know McBride does.
Okay.
I know for sure he does, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess now we're going to start seeing Shake of the Bag references everywhere.
God, I hope so. Or at least I'm shouting lunch. I still think that's just fabulous.
Former Prince Harry, the last Shake of the Bag, shouted lunch at McDonald's today for
For a
uh,
family of five.
for yes, my shout. I first heard of my shout in an Ian Rankin novel from the John Rebus novels that he wrote
Oh, okay.
about the Scottish inspector John Rebus. I think that's where I first heard about it, saying my shout at his local pub. So
Mhm.
anyway, all right. Well, there we go. Shakes of bags, shouts. Um, John's more references here on Dream Idiots. Another
Mhm.
wonderful week.
Thanks for
So
listening, folks. Please like and share and subscribe. Shoot us a review if you don't mind. Go online and proclaim your love for all things dreamy and idiotic.
yeah,
That'd be greatly appreciated.
thanks. And to come back to the beginning, happy birthday, Mom. Love you, miss you. And everybody out there, hug your mom today if she's still around. And be good to each other.
This is a Rough Tiger production.
Bong bong,
Mhm.
Brian.
Bong bong,
Bong bong.
bong bong. Good.